Welcome everyone. Myself Narendra Kumar Meena, Deputy Director, posted in NDSA. Today we will be looking at the web-based tool for rapid risk screening of specified dam developed by National Dam Safety Authority under the Ministry of Jal Shakti. Now moving to objectives. In this session we will cover 4 main points: what we mean by risk in the dam safety, why the risk informed approach is so useful, third, the 3-tier framework of risk assessment, and finally, how the tier 1 rapid risk screening tool help us build risk profile. Now, what is risk? When we talk about risk in dams, we are looking at two things together: the probability of event happening and the severity of its consequence. In simple terms, risk is about how likely something is to go wrong and how bad it could be for life, health, property, or the environment. In mathematical terms, risk is represented by multiplication of probability of failure and the consequence of failure. Now, calculating the probability of failure, the exact probability of failure isn't easy to calculate. It's complex, costly, and takes a lot of time and expertise and data. That's why the tool use fragility factor instead. These act as a practical substitute for probabilities, making the process faster and scalable for thousands of dams. Now, advantage of risk-informed approach. A risk-informed approach helps us make better, more informed decision. It allows us to compare concern at a single dam as well as across multiple dams for portfolio management. It also gives better understanding of potential failure modes at each dam. This approach follows a continuous cycle starting from setting policies, objectives, and moving through planning and implementation, then monitoring and evaluation, followed by audit and review, and finally feeding back into continuous improvements. Now moving to 3-tiered up framework, the assessment system works in 3 stages. Tier 1 is rapid screening, which is fast process. Tier 2 is semi-quantitative risk analysis. Tier 3 is detailed quantitative risk assessment. In initial 2 stages, we prioritize dams that require deeper consideration at next level. Why screening first? So, why start with screening? The answer is simple. Resources are limited. Financial, human, and technical resources can't cover detailed studies for more than 6,000 dams all at once. Screening allows us to prioritize so that the dam needing urgent attention are identified, addressed at first. And as per the Dam Safety Act 2021, this whole 3-tier process, rapid risk screening, RRSSD, semi-qualitative risk analysis, SQRA, and quantitative risk assessment, QRA, should be completed within 5 years of the enactment of the Act. What is risk profile? A risk profile is basically an overview that shows where risks are higher and where our focus should go first. It's the basis for prioritization, helping us decide which dam requires immediate attention and which requires follow-up later. Now, risk screening features. It's important to note that risk screening is not the same as full risk assessment. It's intentionally qualitative. Instead of precise number, it relies on proxies. That fragile index represent the likelihood of failure and the potential impact represent the possible consequences. These scores are refined with expert input and validation, so the results are reliable and decision making. Now moving to the risk index formula. The risk index is calculated as fragility index multiplied by potential impact. The fragility index comes from 3 things: technical characteristics, existing conditions, and safety plan. And potential impact reflects the consequences, that is population at risk, environmental effects, and socio-economic impacts. Together, these gives us risk index that help us to prioritize dam across portfolio. Now, potential impact formula. The formula is as shown in the screen. Now moving to next, objective of screening. The main aim of screening is to create an initial risk profile for entire portfolio of dam in a state or India. That's why we can identify which dam needs urgent attention and allocation of resources wisely. Risk indexing scheme. Regarding this shows the subcomponent of technical characteristics, existing conditions, safety plans and potential impact. Now I will explain the examples and the weightage of technical characteristics and other parameters that are used here. Within each factor, weightage are assigned to show their relative importance. For example, certain technical characteristics or safety plans may carry more weight than other. These weights are determined through formal consultation with national and international experts. So the scoring system reflects expert judgment and practical realities. Under technical characteristics, existing conditions and safety plans, the score are further broken down into different sections and each with its own weight. The total score of technical characteristics is 104, existing condition is 328 and safety plan 68. Overall, fragility has total weight of 500 and potential impact also 500. With individual component weighted by expert panel, the final risk index for a dam is then calculated, which could be something like 2,50,000, giving clear and measurable way to prioritize dam. Here, weightage of existing condition can be seen. In next, weightage of safety plan can be seen. Here, weightage of potential impact can be seen. Now, module 1 ends here. Thank you. I hope this session has helped you clearly understand the methodology and the approach behind conducting Tier 1 rapid risk screening tool. Thank you.